birth order. For years, people believed the birth order of children has an effect on personality. In other words, whether you are the oldest child, the middle child, or the youngest child means you act in different ways. It is just a stereotype, or there's some proof to support this belief. People say that the oldest child in a family tends to be more responsible than the other children. Firstborn seem more likely to make several choices in life and to be high achievers. These qualities may develop because oldest children grow up taking care of younger siblings. It also may be because parents usually invest lots of time, attention, and money in the firstborn. On the other hand, the youngest child in a family is often seen as wiser, more willing to take risks, and more creative than the other children. People say the youngest child is more likely to be funny, perhaps because humor is a way to get attraction in a large family. Though the youngest is seen as less responsible, he or she may be more agreeable than the oldest child. The youngest has to learn how to get along with other people in a way that the oldest does not. Children born in the middle of the birth order are a puzzle. Sometimes they copy the older sibling's path, but they may end up being compared unfavorably. Sometimes they rebel against the older siblings by doing the opposite thing. If an older sibling goes to college and gets a dependable job close to home, the next older sibling may choose to skip college and work on a boat in Alaska. People wonder if life is difficult for middle siblings because they tend to get less of their parents' time and attention. This could just be a case of parents seeing importance where they are really known. However, science now suggests that their birth order may well affect personality. Studies show a disproportionate number of congressmen, heads of companies, and professional athletes are firstborns. Comedians, artists, and acrobats are more likely to be the youngest in a family. Still, most people would agree that many things affect people's personality, not just birth order. Clowns, painters, or gamblers may be more likely to be a youngest child. The other claims that since the oldest children often end up taking care of young oldest children may be more responsible. The other word, if an older sibling goes to college and gets a debit, explain a problem. Based on its unique final paragraph, it can be understood that the word disproportionate belongs to which of the following words? Three examples are used to prove a theory. A scientific theory. A question is asked, explored, and answered. That they happened. Three examples to prove a theory. Studies described and then answered. A question asked, explored, and answered. According to the passage, which of the following statements about birth order is true? The birth order in family determines the children's personality. Firstborns are never wild. Middle children always rebel against their other siblings by making different choices. Birth order may cause the oldest child to make several choices than the youngest child. The birth order determines the children's personality. Birth order may cause the oldest child to make several choices than the youngest child. Middle children always rebel against. You pass the test. Okay, I think this is for 7th graders. Because recently I've been dropped, like, significantly. This is for grade 8. And my level improved a little bit, but my peak is when it got a 1270. That's my highest point I've ever had. Just don't know why I've dropped that much, but it was such an embarrassing, right? I need to keep it up, or else I just can't believe it. So I'll in 8th grade in a row. Sometimes I got even in 11th grade. So yeah, you can see that Common Core standard, I make most of the mistakes in key ideas and details. Sometimes it can be craft and structure or integration of knowledge. So thank you for listening and goodbye.